Welcome to the deep, deep ocean. We are so far down, so very far below the busy, tumbling waves. Down here, the world is not bright and fast. It is dark, and soft, and wonderfully slow. Down here, in this peaceful, sleepy place, the water is always still. It is a deep, dark, velvet blue. A safe, quiet, endless blue. There are no storms here. The wind cannot reach this far down. The sun, so bright and busy, cannot peek into this cozy, hidden world. There is only the quiet. There is only the stillness. And there is the warm, gentle water, holding everything like a soft, heavy blanket. A blanket of the deepest, calmest blue. In this very deep, very still ocean, lives a small, sleepy jellyfish. Her name is Glimmer. Glimmer is a very soft, very gentle jellyfish. Her bell, the round, soft part of her, is the color of a faint cloud, almost clear, but with a warm, sleepy glow inside. It is not a bright light. It is a sleepy light. A little pulse of warmth, like a tiny, cozy fireplace, tucked safely away. It is a light that pulses ever, so, slowly. A soft glow, and then a soft fade. A gentle glow, and a gentle fade. This is how Glimmer moves. This is how Glimmer drifts. Glimmer is feeling very sleepy. The deep, warm water holds her gently. She does not need to swim very hard. She only needs to pulse. A slow, rhythmic, gentle pulse. Her soft bell fills with the warm, still water, and then, with a slow, sleepy sigh, she pushes the water out. And this gentle, sleepy push moves her. It moves her ever so slowly through the dark, quiet blue. Pulse. And Glimmer drifts forward, just a little. Pulse. And Glimmer settles, just a little. Her long, soft, ribbon-like tentacles trail behind her, like softest silk. They do not sting. They do not hurry. They just drift along, following Glimmer on her slow, sleepy journey. They are as soft as the water itself. They dance in a slow, quiet ballet, moved only by the gentle pulse of Glimmer, and the slow, warm currents of the deep. The water down here is so wonderfully quiet. The only sound is a soft, deep hum. The sound of the ocean being perfectly still. It is the sound of safety. It is the sound of deep, cozy quiet. Glimmer feels this quiet hum all around her. She feels it in her soft, pulsing bell. She feels it in her long, drifting tentacles. It is the lullaby of the deep, deep ocean. And it makes Glimmer feel so very safe, and so very, very sleepy. Glimmer begins her gentle, nighttime drift. She is not going anywhere in particular. There is no place she needs to be. There is only the journey. Only the slow, gentle, repetitive journey through the warm, dark, wonderful water. Pulse. Glimmer's faint, warm light brightens, just a little. And she drifts forward, through the velvet blue. Pulse. Glimmer's faint, warm light softens, just a little. And she settles, suspended in the perfect stillness. Floating. Drifting. Feeling so held, and so wonderfully heavy and light, all at the same time. As Glimmer pulses, she sees the sea dust drifting by. Tiny, sleepy specks, like soft, slow-motion snowflakes in the dark blue water. They are very, very quiet. They are on their own sleepy journey, down to the soft ocean floor, far, far below. As Glimmer pulses, her gentle, warm light shines on a tiny speck of sea dust. For just a moment, the speck sparkles, like a tiny, distant star. And then it drifts on, past Glimmer, into the sleepy, dark blue. Another speck drifts by. Glimmer pulses, a soft, warm glow. The speck shimmers, just for a moment. And then it, too, is gone, floating gently on its way. It is also slow. It is also calm. It is also very, very peaceful. Glimmer feels the water. It is not cold. It is a perfect, warm, cozy temperature. It is like being tucked into a bed made of the softest, warmest water. A bed that is everywhere. A bed that holds Glimmer on every side. She feels the gentle, safe pressure of the water all around her bell. It is a cozy hug. A sleepy, gentle, all-day, all-night hug from the deep, kind ocean. It makes Glimmer feel so safe. It makes her sleepy body feel so relaxed. Her soft, silky tentacles drift and sway. There is no hurry. There is no worry. There is only the pulse. Pulse. A slow, gentle push. Glimmer drifts past a forest of sea plumes. They are like long, soft feathers, growing up from the ocean floor, far below, but reaching up into the stillness. They are not sharp. They are not hard. They are soft and feathery, and they barely move. They are a deep, sleepy purple. They are perfectly still in the quiet water. As Glimmer's warm, sleepy light drifts over them, the purple plumes seem to glow, just a little. A soft, velvet, purple glow. They look so cozy. They look so quiet. They are the sleepy trees in the deep, quiet garden of the ocean. Glimmer drifts over them, slow and steady. Pulse. And she is past the quiet, purple plumes. Drifting once more in the open, warm, dark blue. The stillness is everywhere. It is a thick, soft, comfortable stillness. Glimmer pauses her pulsing for a moment. And she just floats. She does not sink. She does not rise. She just hangs there, perfectly balanced in the warm, quiet water. She feels the deep, slow rhythm of the ocean. It is a rhythm so slow, you can almost not feel it at all. It is the feeling of deep, endless peace. Glimmer lets her soft bell relax. She lets her long, silken tentacles relax. Everything is so easy. Everything is so soft. There is nothing to do. There is nowhere to go. There is just being. Being a small, sleepy jellyfish, floating in the safest, coziest place in the world. After a long, quiet moment of just floating, Glimmer begins her rhythm again. She feels ready to drift. Her bell gathers the warm, still water. And pulse. A gentle, sleepy glow. A slow, sleepy push. Glimmer drifts forward. Her light softens. She drifts. She floats. She is on her way. Her slow, gentle, repetitive journey through the deep, dark, still, and wonderful night. The sea dust drifts by, each one a tiny, sleepy sparkle. The water holds her like the softest blanket. And Glimmer pulses, and pulses, and pulses, in the deep, warm, quiet water, feeling so very, very sleepy, and so very, very safe. Glimmer, the small, sleepy jellyfish, continues to drift. She is floating in the deep, deep, wonderful quiet. The water is so still, so warm, so perfectly, darkly blue. It holds her like a soft, heavy blanket, a blanket made of the calmest ocean. There is no hurry here. There is no place to be. There is only the slow, gentle, sleepy drift. Glimmer feels the deep, quiet hum of the ocean all around her. It is a sound so low and so soft, it is more like a feeling. A feeling of peace. A feeling of safety. A feeling of everything being perfectly still. She feels this cozy stillness in her soft, round bell. She feels it in her long, silken tentacles that trail so slowly behind her. And so, she pulses. Ever so slowly. Her bell, with its tiny, warm, sleepy glow, fills with the quiet water. Pulse. And with a soft, slow sigh, she pushes the water out. Her little light glows, just a little warmer, just a little brighter. And she drifts forward, just a little. Then her light fades, just a little softer, just a little sleepier. And she floats, settling in the warm, velvet dark. Pulse. Drifting. Pulse. Floating. This is Glimmer's rhythm. The rhythm of the deep, sleepy ocean. As she drifts on her slow, gentle journey, Glimmer's faint, warm light begins to show her something new. Up ahead, in the gentle, dark blue, is a garden. It is not a garden of bright flowers or tall, green trees. It is a garden of the deep, deep ocean. It is a garden of sea anemones. They are growing on a long, low, sleepy mound of rock. A soft, smooth, dark rock that has been here for a very, very long time. And on this rock, the sea anemones live. There are so many of them, clustered together like a soft, living carpet. They are beautiful, sleepy colors. Some are the color of a pale, gentle peach. Some are a soft, creamy white, like a drop of milk in the dark water. And some are a lovely, faded rose, like a cloud at a very, very slow sunrise. Glimmer drifts closer, her pulsing slow and steady, so as not to disturb the perfect quiet. Pulse. Her light glows softly. Pulse. She drifts nearer. She can see the anemones more clearly now. Each one has a thick, soft, sturdy stalk that holds it gently to the sleepy rock. And at the top of each stalk, they have their tentacles. So many tentacles. They look like the softest, silken petals of a flower. A flower made of jelly and water and sleepy light. And these tentacles, they are moving. But they are moving so very, very slowly. They are waving. Waving in a slow, silent, graceful dance that barely moves at all. They wave to the left, ever so slowly. And then they pause, just for a moment. And then they wave to the right, ever so slowly. They are waving in a current that is so gentle, Glimmer can barely feel it. A slow, warm, sleepy breath of water, drifting through the garden. The anemones are not in a hurry. They are just being. Feeling the warm water drift by. Waving their soft, feathery tentacles in the deep, quiet hum of the ocean. They look so calm. They look so peaceful. They look so very, very sleepy. Glimmer drifts just above them. Pulse. Her warm, sleepy glow shines down on the garden. The pale peach anemones seem to glow with a cozy, warm light. Their soft, slow tentacles look like ribbons of captured sunshine, moving in slow motion. The creamy white anemones look like tiny, soft moons, and their tentacles wave like gentle, milky light. The faded rose anemones look so warm, so soft, their tentacles swaying like the most gentle, sleepy dream. It is a beautiful, quiet, sleepy sight. A garden of soft, slow, waving light. Glimmer stops her pulsing for a moment. And she just floats. She floats above this quiet, gentle garden. She watches the slow, repetitive, sleepy dance. A peach-colored tentacle sways and settles. A creamy white tentacle drifts and pauses. A faded rose tentacle waves, ever so slowly, and is still. There is no sound. There is only the deep, soft, quiet hum of the still, still water. And the gentle, endless, sleepy waving. Waving and waving. So soft. So slow. Glimmer feels her own sleepy body relax even more. Her long, silken tentacles drift down, just a little, towards the garden. They sway gently, matching the slow, sleepy dance of the anemones below. Waving. Drifting. Floating. Everything is so easy. Everything is so safe. Glimmer floats there, just watching, for a long, long, comfortable time. The sea dust, the tiny, sleepy specks, drifts down all around her. A speck of sea dust drifts past her bell. Another speck drifts down, 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 and gently lands on the petal of a peach-colored anemone. The anemone does not notice. It just keeps on with its slow, gentle, sleepy wave. It is all so peaceful. It is all so wonderfully slow. The deep, warm, dark blue water holds Glimmer. It holds the sleepy, rocky mound. It holds the garden of soft, waving anemones. It holds everything in a perfect, safe, quiet embrace. After a long, quiet, peaceful pause, Glimmer feels ready to drift on. She has enjoyed this sleepy garden. She has enjoyed watching the slow, gentle, repetitive dance of the soft, waving tentacles. And now, her gentle journey continues. She gathers the warm, still water into her soft, clear bell. And pulse. Her tiny, warm light glows, just a little. A gentle, sleepy push. Glimmer drifts forward, slowly, slowly moving past the beautiful, quiet garden. Pulse. Her light softens, and she floats. She drifts over the last of the faded rose anemones. She sees their soft tentacles waving a slow, sleepy goodbye. Waving, and waving, in the still, warm water. And then, Glimmer is past the garden. She is back in the open, dark, velvet blue. But she can still feel the peace of the garden. She can still feel the slow, gentle, sleepy rhythm of the waving tentacles. She carries that sleepy feeling with her. Her own tentacles drift and sway, just a little, remembering the dance. The water is so quiet. The hum of the deep is so comforting. Glimmer pulses, and pulses, and pulses, drifting ever so slowly, feeling so wonderfully safe, and so very, very sleepy. Glimmer, the small, sleepy jellyfish, drifts on. She has left the gentle garden of waving anemones behind, but she carries the feeling of their slow, sleepy dance with her. She is floating in the deep, deep, wonderful quiet. The water is so still, so warm, so perfectly, darkly blue. It holds her like a soft, heavy blanket, a blanket made of the calmest ocean. There is no hurry here. There is no place to be. There is only the slow, gentle, sleepy drift. Glimmer feels the deep, quiet hum of the ocean all around her. It is a sound so low and so soft, it is more like a feeling. A feeling of peace. A feeling of safety. A feeling of everything being perfectly still. She feels this cozy stillness in her soft, round bell. She feels it in her long, silken tentacles that trail so slowly behind her. And so, she pulses. Ever so slowly. Her bell, with its tiny, warm, sleepy glow, fills with the quiet water. Pulse. And with a soft, slow sigh, she pushes the water out. Her little light glows, just a little warmer, just a little brighter. And she drifts forward, just a little. Then her light fades, just a little softer, just a little sleepier. And she floats, settling in the warm, velvet dark. Pulse. Drifting. Pulse. Floating. This is Glimmer's rhythm. The rhythm of the deep, sleepy ocean. As she drifts on her slow, gentle journey, Glimmer's faint, warm light begins to show her something new. It is something very, very small. It is something very, very slow. Drifting down from the endless, dark, quiet water far, far above her. It is a single, tiny particle of sea snow. It is what the deep ocean calls marine snow. A tiny, tiny speck, bigger than the sea dust she saw before. It looks like a single, wonderful, complicated snowflake. A tiny, soft, white speck, tumbling in the slowest, most graceful fall. It is not cold like real snow. It is just a soft, gentle speck, making its long, long, sleepy journey down to the ocean floor. Glimmer stops her pulsing. She just floats. She floats in the warm, dark, velvet blue, and she watches. She watches this single, tiny, beautiful speck of sea snow as it drifts down, down, down. It is in no hurry. It has been falling for a very, very long time. Falling through miles of quiet, dark water. And now, it is drifting right past Glimmer. The sea snow is a soft, fluffy white. It tumbles gently, end over end, so slowly you can hardly see it move. It spins, just a little, in a tiny, silent circle. And then it pauses, and just falls. Straight down. Ever so slowly. Glimmer, with her soft, warm, sleepy glow, drifts a tiny bit closer. Her light is not bright, but it is just bright enough. Her warm, gentle glow shines on the single speck of sea snow. And for a moment, the tiny, white, fluffy speck seems to shine. It glows with Glimmer's own warm, sleepy light. It looks so pure. It looks so peaceful. A tiny, white speck, captured in a little bubble of Glimmer's light, in the middle of the deep, dark, quiet blue. Glimmer feels a sense of wonder. A quiet, sleepy, gentle wonder. This single, tiny particle has come from so far away. From the world so high above, a world Glimmer has never seen. And it has traveled all this way, safe and slow, through the still, dark water. It has not been hurried. It has not been bothered. It has just been on its own, slow, gentle, repetitive journey. Down, and down, and down. Glimmer watches it. The speck of sea snow drifts past her soft, round bell. It is so close, but she does not touch it. She just floats, and watches. It drifts lower, past her long, silken tentacles. Her tentacles, themselves so soft and slow, sway gently in the water, but they do not stop the speck. Nothing stops the speck. It just continues its perfect, sleepy, downward drift. It is so quiet. The whole ocean is quiet. There is only the deep, soft, endless hum. And the sight of this one, single, tiny, white speck, falling. Falling, so slowly, so peacefully. Glimmer starts to pulse again, just once. A very, very soft, slow pulse. Pulse. Her light glows, and she drifts forward just a little, and down just a little, following the speck. She wants to watch it for a little longer. It is so calming to see. It is so peaceful. The speck of sea snow continues to fall. Below Glimmer, the ocean floor is far, far away. She cannot see it. It is just more deep, dark, soft, velvet blue. And the speck is falling towards it. Falling towards the soft, unseen sand or mud at the very, very bottom of the world. It is on its way to rest. After its long, sleepy journey, it is going to find a soft place to land. A place to be still. A place to sleep. Glimmer's light shines on it one last time. The tiny, white speck glimmers, and then it is below her. It is drifting down, out of the little circle of her warm, sleepy light. It fades back into the dark, velvet blue. But Glimmer can still see it, just barely. A tiny, pale shape, getting smaller, and smaller, and smaller. Falling. Drifting. Tumbling ever so slowly. And then, it is gone. It has drifted too far down for her sleepy light to find. It is back on its own, private, gentle journey. On its way to rest. Glimmer floats for a moment in the stillness. She feels so calm. She feels so peaceful. The deep, warm water holds her. The quiet, gentle hum surrounds her. She enjoyed watching the tiny speck of sea snow. It made her feel connected to the deep, slow rhythm of the ocean. The rhythm of things gently falling. Of things gently settling. Of things gently coming to rest. It makes Glimmer feel even sleepier. Her soft, round bell feels heavy and relaxed. Her long, silken tentacles feel heavy and soft. She is ready to continue her own gentle drift. Her own journey to nowhere in particular. Her journey of just being. She gathers the warm, still water. Pulse. Her light glows, a soft, sleepy, warm light. And she drifts forward, through the dark, quiet, wonderful blue. Pulse. Her light softens, and she floats. She is moving again. Drifting. Floating. Pulsing, in the deep, warm, quiet water, feeling so very, very safe, and so very, very sleepy. Glimmer drifts on. The tiny, sleepy speck of sea snow has long since faded into the deep, quiet blue below, on its final, peaceful journey to rest. Glimmer, the small, sleepy jellyfish, floats in the endless, warm dark. The water is her bed, her blanket, her safe, quiet home. It is so perfectly still. It is so perfectly, deeply blue. The only sound is the deep, soft, sleepy hum. The sound of the ocean being perfectly, wonderfully calm. Glimmer feels this peace all around her. She feels it in her soft, round bell, which holds her faint, warm, sleepy light. She feels it in her long, silken tentacles, which drift behind her like soft, slow ribbons in the water. She is so safe. She is so calm. She is so very, very sleepy. And so, she continues her journey. A journey to nowhere. A journey of just drifting. Her bell fills with the warm, still, quiet water. Pulse. A gentle, slow push. Her tiny, warm light glows, just a little. And she drifts forward, just a little. Pulse. Her tiny, warm light softens, just a little. And she floats, settling for a moment in the perfect, heavy, soft stillness. Drifting. Floating. Pulsing. It is the rhythm of Glimmer. It is the rhythm of the deep, quiet, sleepy ocean. But then, as she pulses, Glimmer feels something new. It is not something she sees. It is not something she hears. It is something she feels. A change in the water. A change so soft, so gentle, she almost doesn't notice it. The water, which was already so wonderfully warm and still, changes. Glimmer drifts into a new patch of water. And this water, it is even warmer. It is not hot. It is not a surprise. It is just cozier. It is like drifting from under a soft, comfortable blanket, into a place where the blanket is even softer, and even warmer. A gentle, sleepy, wonderful warmth. It is a warmth that seems to come from nowhere, and from everywhere. A slow, gentle, peaceful warmth that wraps itself all around Glimmer's soft bell. She feels this new, cozy warmth on her long, trailing tentacles. It is so very comfortable. It is so very, very relaxing. And there is something else. This new, warmer patch of water, it is even more still. Glimmer pauses her pulsing. She just stops. And floats. She floats in this new, warm, extra still pocket of the deep, dark blue. And she feels the stillness. The deep, quiet hum of the ocean seems to get even deeper, even softer. The sea dust, the tiny, sleepy specks in the water, seem to stop moving completely. They just hang there, suspended in the perfect, warm, velvety quiet. Not rising. Not falling. Not drifting. Just being. Perfectly still. Glimmer floats with them. She, too, is perfectly still. She does not rise. She does not fall. She hangs suspended in this wonderful, warm, sleepy place. She feels the gentle, safe, warm pressure of the water all around her. It is a perfect, cozy, sleepy hug. A hug that is even warmer, and even quieter, than before. Glimmer feels her whole body relax, even more than she was already relaxed. Her soft, round bell feels heavy, and warm, and so very, very sleepy. Her long, silken tentacles drift down, just a little, and then, they are still. Completely, perfectly, wonderfully still. Not a sway. Not a wiggle. Not a drift. Just stillness. Glimmer rests here, in this pocket of warmth and quiet. She is in no hurry to leave. There is nowhere to go. There is nothing to do. There is only this moment. This long, slow, sleepy moment of perfect warmth, and perfect stillness. Her own tiny, warm light pulses, just once, all on its own. A tiny, sleepy glow, and then a soft, sleepy fade. It feels so good to be this still. It feels so good to be this warm. It feels so very, very safe. The deep, dark, velvet blue is all around her. But here, in this special, warm, still place, it feels even safer. Even cozier. Like being tucked into the very quietest, warmest corner of the deep, sleepy ocean. Glimmer just floats. And floats. And floats. Letting the new, wonderful warmth soak into her sleepy, jelly body. Letting the perfect, deep stillness soak into her mind. She feels the slow, sleepy rhythm of her own being. She feels the deep, slow, sleepy rhythm of the ocean. Here, in this spot, they feel exactly the same. Slow, and warm, and quiet, and so very, very sleepy. She stays here for a long, long, comfortable time. Just floating. Just resting. Just being. The world far above, with its waves and its wind and its bright, busy sun, is so far away, it is not even a dream. There is only this. The deep, dark, warm, still, wonderful blue. And Glimmer, floating in the middle of it. So safe. So calm. So heavy, and so light. After a long, long, wonderful rest, Glimmer feels ready. Ready to continue her slow, gentle, sleepy drift. She slowly, slowly gathers the warm, extra still water into her soft bell. It feels so cozy. And pulse. A very, very soft, very, very slow push. Her light glows, warm and sleepy. And she drifts forward, just a little. Slowly, so slowly, she begins to drift out of the pocket of extra warmth. Pulse. Her light softens, and she floats. She is moving again. She feels the water change back. Back to the normal, wonderful, sleepy warmth. Back to the normal, wonderful, sleepy stillness. It still feels so good. It still feels so safe. But Glimmer carries the memory of that extra cozy place with her. She carries the feeling of the extra warmth. She carries the feeling of the perfect, deep, heavy stillness. It makes her feel even more relaxed. Even more peaceful. Even more ready for a deep, deep, sleepy rest. She drifts on through the dark, quiet, velvet blue. Pulsing. Floating. Drifting, in the deep, warm, quiet water, feeling so very, very safe, and so very, very sleepy. Glimmer, the small, sleepy jellyfish, drifts on. She has left the pocket of extra warm, extra still water behind, but she carries the feeling of that perfect, cozy stillness with her. It is a feeling of deep, heavy, wonderful rest. She floats in the endless, deep, dark blue. The quiet water holds her, like the softest, safest blanket in the world. There is only the deep, soft, sleepy hum of the ocean. A hum so quiet, it is just a feeling. A feeling that all is well. A feeling that everything is perfectly, wonderfully calm. Glimmer feels this peace in her soft, round bell. She feels it in her long, silken tentacles that trail so slowly, so gracefully, behind her. She is so safe. She is so calm. She is so very, very sleepy. And so, she continues her slow, gentle journey. A journey of just drifting. Her bell, with its faint, warm, sleepy glow, fills with the quiet, warm water. Pulse. A gentle, slow, sleepy push. Her tiny, warm light glows, just a little. And she drifts forward, just a little. Pulse. Her tiny, warm light softens, just a little. And she floats, settling for a moment, resting in the still, velvet dark. Drifting. Floating. Pulsing. This is Glimmer's rhythm. The slow, calm, sleepy rhythm of the deep, deep ocean. As she floats on, her tiny, warm glow shining softly in the dark blue, Glimmer sees something new. It is not a garden. It is not a tiny speck. It is a single, long, graceful line. It is a strand of seaweed. A single, long, beautiful strand, reaching up from the dark, unseen ocean floor, far, far below. It looks like a long, silken ribbon. A ribbon of the softest, darkest, sleepiest green. It is so long, it seems to almost reach Glimmer, but it stays perfectly in its place. It is anchored, far, far below, to a small, quiet rock, resting in the soft, unseen sand. And this long, green, silken strand of seaweed, it is moving. It is dancing. But it is dancing even more slowly than the anemones. It is swaying. It is swaying in a current so gentle, so slow, it can hardly be felt at all. A slow, sleepy breath of the ocean, pushing it gently one way, and then gently back again. Glimmer stops her pulsing. She just floats. She floats in the warm, dark, quiet water, and she watches. She watches the seaweed sway. It sways to the left, so slowly, so gracefully, all in one long, beautiful, flowing line. It reaches the end of its sway, and it pauses. Just for a moment. A perfect, sleepy, quiet pause. And then, just as slowly, just as gracefully, it sways back to the right. Back and forth. Back and forth. In a perfect, sleepy rhythm. Glimmer watches, mesmerized by the slow, gentle, repetitive motion. Her own tiny, warm light glows softly, shining on the long, green strand. The seaweed seems to glow with a gentle, sleepy light of its own. It looks so peaceful. It looks so calm. It is not fighting the water. It is not trying to go anywhere. It is just swaying. Swaying with the slow, gentle, sleepy breath of the deep, deep ocean. Back and forth. To the left, and a pause. To the right, and a pause. It is the sleepiest, most gentle dance in the world. Glimmer feels her own body relax, even more. Her long, silken tentacles, hanging so still in the water, seem to understand. They feel the same, tiny, invisible, sleepy current. And Glimmer's own tentacles begin to sway, just a little. Not pulsing. Not moving. Just swaying. Back and forth. Matching the perfect, sleepy rhythm of the long, green, silken seaweed. Glimmer sways to the left. The seaweed sways to the left. Glimmer pauses. The seaweed pauses. Glimmer sways to the right. The seaweed sways to the right. They are dancing together. A slow, silent, sleepy dance, in the deep, warm, quiet dark. There is no sound. There is only the deep, soft, sleepy hum. And the sight of this long, beautiful, glowing green ribbon. Waving. Swaying. Drifting. Back and forth. Back and forth. It is so predictable. It is so calm. It is so wonderfully, perfectly, repetitive. Glimmer feels so safe, watching it. She knows exactly what it will do next. It will pause, and it will sway back. It will pause, and it will sway again. It is a rhythm as steady as her own slow, sleepy pulsing. It is a rhythm of perfect, deep, ocean peace. Glimmer floats and sways with the seaweed for a long, long, comfortable time. She watches the sea dust, the tiny, sleepy specks, as they drift past. They, too, are caught in this slow, gentle, sleepy current. A speck drifts to the left, and pauses, and drifts back to the right. The whole ocean, in this one, quiet, peaceful spot, is swaying. 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 Back and forth. In the most gentle, sleepy rhythm imaginable. It is like the ocean itself is slowly, gently rocking everything to sleep. Glimmer feels so heavy. So wonderfully heavy and relaxed. Her bell is soft and warm. Her light is just a faint, sleepy, gentle glow. She has enjoyed this slow, sleepy, swaying dance. She has enjoyed this quiet friend, this long, green, peaceful strand of seaweed. But now, it is time to continue her gentle journey. It is time to drift on. Slowly, she gathers the warm, quiet, swaying water into her soft bell. And pulse. A very, very soft, very, very sleepy push. Her light glows, warm and soft. And she drifts forward, just a little. She sways one last time with the seaweed. Back, and, pulse, forth. She is moving past it now. Slowly, she drifts on. Pulse. Her light softens, and she floats. She looks back, just once. And she can see the long, green, silken strand, growing fainter in her glow. Still swaying. Still dancing. Back and forth. Back and forth. Waving a slow, sleepy, graceful goodbye. Glimmer turns back to the open, dark, velvet blue ahead of her. She carries the rhythm of the seaweed with her. She carries the feeling of the slow, gentle, sleepy sway. It makes her feel even more ready for rest. Even more ready for deep, quiet, peaceful sleep. She drifts on. Pulsing. Floating. Swaying, in the deep, warm, quiet water, feeling so very, very safe, and so very, very sleepy. Glimmer, the small, sleepy jellyfish, drifts on. She has left the long, green, silken strand of seaweed behind her, but she carries the feeling of its slow, gentle, sleepy dance with her. She carries the rhythm of the sway, back and forth. It has made her feel even more relaxed, even more in tune with the deep, quiet ocean. She floats in the endless, deep, dark blue. The quiet water is her safe, warm, heavy blanket. It holds her perfectly. The only sound is the deep, soft, sleepy hum. A sound so low and so constant, it is just a feeling of perfect, wonderful calm. A feeling that all is well, and all is at rest. Glimmer feels this deep, sleepy peace in her soft, round bell. She feels it in her long, silken tentacles that trail so slowly, so softly, behind her. She is so safe. She is so calm. She is so very, very sleepy. And so, she continues her slow, gentle journey. A journey to nowhere at all. A journey of just being. Her bell, with its faint, warm, sleepy glow, fills with the quiet, warm water. Pulse. A gentle, slow, sleepy push. Her tiny, warm light glows, just a little warmer. And she drifts forward, just a little. Pulse. Her tiny, warm light softens, just a little sleepier. And she floats, settling for a long moment, resting in the still, velvet dark. Drifting. Floating. Pulsing. This is Glimmer's rhythm. The slow, calm, sleepy rhythm of the deep, deep, quiet ocean. As she floats on, her tiny, warm glow shining softly, like a little sleepy star in the deep, dark blue, Glimmer sees something new. It is not small like the sea snow. It is not long and thin like the seaweed. It is large. It is a giant, smooth, gray rock. It is rising up from the dark, unseen ocean floor, far, far below. It is not a mountain. It is just a rock. A very, very large, and very, very old rock. It sits in the stillness, perfectly, wonderfully calm. It has been sitting here for a very, very long time. Glimmer pulses, just a little, drifting closer. Pulse. She floats near this giant, sleepy rock. Her own tiny, warm light, her soft, sleepy glow, shines upon it. And she can see it. The rock is a soft, gentle, sleepy gray. And it is smooth. So very, very smooth. There are no sharp edges. There are no rough places. There are no points at all. It is just one, large, beautiful, curved, smooth shape. It looks like a giant, gray pillow, resting on the ocean floor. Glimmer floats beside it, and her warm light spreads across its surface. She can see that the rock has been here for thousands and thousands of years. And for all of those thousands of years, the quiet, gentle, sleepy water has been brushing past it. So slowly, so gently. The water has worn it perfectly, wonderfully smooth. It has polished the rock, not with speed, but with endless, sleepy, gentle time. It is the smoothest thing Glimmer has ever seen. It looks so soft, even though it is a rock. It looks like you could rest your cheek against it and fall fast asleep. Glimmer stops her pulsing. She just floats. She floats right beside the giant, smooth, gray rock. The rock is so big, and she is so small. But she is not afraid. There is nothing to be afraid of. The rock is so peaceful. It is the picture of stillness. It is the definition of calm. It does not move. It does not sway. It does not do anything at all. It just is. It is a quiet, sleepy, ancient friend, resting in the deep, warm, blue. Glimmer's faint, warm light shines on the gray surface. She can see that sea dust, the tiny, sleepy specks, have landed on the rock over all those long, long years. They have made a soft, thin, dusty blanket on its very top. A soft, sleepy, velvet layer of gray. Glimmer drifts just a little bit higher. Pulse. And she floats above the very top of the giant, smooth rock. She looks down. Her light shows her this soft, dusty, sleepy surface. It looks so peaceful. A safe place to land. A soft place to rest. Glimmer feels a quiet, sleepy sense of comfort. This rock has been here, safe and still, for longer than anyone can count. It has watched the water drift by. It has felt the warmth of the deep ocean. It has seen so many tiny specks of sea snow make their final, sleepy journey down to rest upon it. It is a guardian of the quiet. A keeper of the sleepy, deep, dark blue. It is so very, very still. So wonderfully, perfectly, still. Glimmer's own long, silken tentacles drift down, just a little. And the very, very tip of one, long, sleepy tentacle, just barely, gently, brushes against the smooth, gray, dusty surface of the rock. It does not make a sound. It is the softest touch in the world. And Glimmer can feel it. She can feel the perfect, wonderful smoothness. She can feel the ancient, sleepy calm. It feels so safe. It feels so solid. It feels like rest. Glimmer slowly, slowly pulls her tentacle back. She did not mean to touch it. But she is glad she did. It made her feel even more connected to the deep, sleepy, quiet ocean. She floats there, just above the giant, smooth, gray rock. She floats in its shadow, a shadow of perfect, safe, deep stillness. She feels so protected. So wonderfully, perfectly safe. She could just stay here. She could just float. She could just close her sleepy eyes and drift right here, above this ancient, peaceful, sleepy rock. She feels her bell get heavy. Her tentacles feel heavy. She is so very, very sleepy. She rests here, floating, for a long, long, quiet time. Just her, and the rock, and the deep, dark, warm, still water. And the soft, sleepy hum all around. It is so peaceful. It is so calm. It is so perfect. She feels the stillness of the rock soak into her. She feels the ancient, sleepy peace of the rock become her own peace. She is a small, sleepy jellyfish. And this is a giant, sleepy rock. And they are here together, in the deep, quiet, sleepy ocean. Resting. But Glimmer's gentle journey is not quite over. There is more warm, quiet darkness to drift through. There is more deep, sleepy blue to see. And so, with a very, very slow, very, very sleepy effort, she gathers the warm, still water into her soft bell. One last look at the giant, smooth, gray, peaceful rock below her. And pulse. A very, very soft, very, very sleepy push. Her light glows, warm and soft, saying a silent, sleepy goodbye to the rock. And she drifts forward, just a little. Pulse. Her light softens, and she floats. She is moving again. Slowly, so slowly, she drifts past the giant, curved, smooth side of the rock. And then, she is past it. She is back in the open, deep, dark, velvet blue. But she carries the feeling of the rock with her. She carries the feeling of that perfect, ancient, solid, heavy stillness. She carries the feeling of the wonderful, safe, smooth gray. It makes her feel even more grounded, even more relaxed, even more ready for a deep, deep, wonderful sleep. She drifts on, pulsing, floating, resting in the deep, warm, quiet water, feeling so very, very safe, and so very, very sleepy. Glimmer, the small, sleepy jellyfish, drifts on. She has left the giant, smooth, gray rock behind her, but she carries the feeling of its ancient, solid, heavy stillness with her. She carries the feeling of that perfect, wonderful, safe smoothness. It has made her feel even more grounded, even more relaxed, and even more ready for a deep, deep sleep. She floats in the endless, deep, dark blue. The quiet water is her safe, warm, heavy blanket. It holds her perfectly. And all around her is the sound she has always known. The deep, soft, sleepy hum. A sound so low and so constant, it is just a feeling of perfect, wonderful calm. A feeling that all is well, and all is at rest. Glimmer feels this deep, sleepy peace in her soft, round bell. She feels it in her long, silken tentacles that trail so slowly, so softly, behind her. She is so safe. She is so calm. She is so very, very sleepy. And so, she continues her slow, gentle journey. A journey of just, drifting. Her bell, with its faint, warm, sleepy glow, fills with the quiet, warm water. Pulse. A gentle, slow, sleepy push. Her tiny, warm light glows, just a little warmer. And she drifts forward, just a little. Pulse. Her tiny, warm light softens, just a little sleepier. And she floats, settling for a long moment, resting in the still, velvet dark. Drifting. Floating. Pulsing. This is Glimmer's rhythm. The slow, calm, sleepy rhythm of the deep, deep, quiet ocean. As she drifts on, pulsing so softly, so sleepily, she begins to notice something new. It is not something she sees. It is not something she feels, like the warmth. It is something she hears. Or rather, it is something she stops hearing. The deep, soft, sleepy hum of the ocean, the sound that has always been there, her constant, gentle, sleepy friend, it is fading. It is growing softer, and even softer still. Glimmer pulses one more time, very slowly. Pulse. And she drifts forward, into a new patch of water. And in this patch of water, there is nothing. There is no sound at all. The deep, soft, sleepy hum is gone. It has been replaced by a silence so deep, so perfect, so complete, it is like a soft, heavy, velvet blanket. A blanket of pure, wonderful, perfect silence. Glimmer stops her pulsing. She just stops. And she floats. She floats in this patch of perfect, deep, wonderful silence. And she feels something else, too. Here, in this silent place, the water is not just still. It is perfectly still. Even more still than the patch of warm water she found before. Even more still than the water around the giant, sleepy rock. Here, there is no movement. At all. Not even the tiniest, slowest, sleepiest drift. Not even the faintest, gentlest sway. Glimmer just floats. She does not rise. She does not fall. She does not drift forward. She does not drift back. She is perfectly, wonderfully, absolutely, still. She is suspended in perfect silence and perfect stillness. She looks out, with her faint, warm, sleepy light. And she can see the sea dust. The tiny, sleepy specks in the water. And they too, are perfectly still. They are not rising. They are not falling. They are not swaying. They are just hanging. Floating in the perfect, silent, still, warm, dark blue. Like tiny stars that have forgotten how to move. Glimmer feels this perfect silence all around her. It is not an empty silence. It is a full, soft, heavy, peaceful silence. It is the sound of the ocean at its most sleepy. It is the sound of the ocean in its deepest, most perfect rest. It is a silence that feels so safe. It is a silence that feels so old. It is a silence that feels so very, very sleepy. Glimmer relaxes in a way she has never relaxed before. Her soft, round bell feels wonderfully heavy. Her long, silken tentacles hang straight down, perfectly, wonderfully, still. Not a quiver. Not a sway. Not a drift. They are perfectly at rest. Glimmer just floats. Floating. Resting. Being, in this perfect, wonderful, sleepy, silent place. There is nothing to hear. There is nothing to do. There is nowhere to be. There is only this. This one, perfect, long, slow, sleepy moment. A moment of absolute quiet. A moment of absolute stillness. A moment of absolute, perfect, deep, peace. Her own tiny, warm light seems to glow a little softer here, as if it does not want to disturb the perfect, sleepy silence. It is a faint, warm, gentle glow, in the middle of the deep, dark, silent, still, velvet blue. Glimmer feels so very, very heavy. So wonderfully, perfectly, heavy. Heavy with rest. Heavy with calm. Heavy with sleep. She feels she could just stay here. Stay here, floating in the perfect quiet, in the perfect stillness, forever. Just floating. Just resting. Just sleeping. She stays here for a long, long, wonderful, peaceful time. A time with no sound. A time with no movement. Just a time of perfect, deep, sleepy, being. She lets the silence soak into her, all the way to her very center. She lets the stillness soak into her. She becomes part of the silence. She becomes part of the stillness. She is Glimmer, the small, sleepy, silent, still jellyfish. Resting. Floating. So very, very, very sleepy. But the gentle journey must, eventually, continue. The deep, sleepy, blue ocean is waiting. And so, after a long, long, wonderful rest, Glimmer decides. It is time to move. She slowly, so quietly, as if not to break the perfect silence, she gathers the perfectly still, perfectly silent water into her soft bell. It feels so very heavy, so very sleepy. And pulse. It is the quietest, softest, sleepiest pulse she has ever made. Just a tiny, gentle, sleepy push. Her light glows, warm and soft. And she drifts forward, just a little. She is moving again. Slowly, so slowly, she drifts out of the patch of perfect silence. Pulse. Her light softens, and she floats. And as she drifts, she begins to hear it again. So softly at first. A distant, gentle hum. And then a little louder. The deep, soft, sleepy hum of the ocean. Her old, constant, sleepy friend. It is back. It wraps around her, welcoming her back. It is still so quiet. It is still so calm. It is still so sleepy. Glimmer drifts on. She is back in the gently moving, gently humming, sleepy, deep blue. But she carries the feeling of that perfect silence with her. She carries the feeling of that perfect, wonderful, absolute stillness. It is a new kind of peace she has found. A deep, quiet, heavy peace, from the very heart of the ocean. It makes her feel even more relaxed. Even more peaceful. Even more ready for a deep, deep, wonderful sleep. She drifts on. Pulsing. Floating. Resting, in the deep, warm, quiet water, feeling so very, very safe, and so very, very sleepy. Glimmer, the small, sleepy jellyfish, drifts on. She has left the patch of perfect, absolute silence behind her, but she carries the feeling of it with her, deep inside her soft bell. It is a feeling of perfect, heavy, wonderful stillness. She carries the stillness from the giant, gray rock. She carries the rhythm from the swaying seaweed. She carries the warmth from the still, cozy water. She carries the peace from the waving anemones. She carries all the quiet, sleepy, gentle feelings of her long, slow, wonderful journey. And all of these feelings have made her so very, so wonderfully, so perfectly, sleepy. She floats in the endless, deep, dark blue. The quiet water is her safe, warm, heavy blanket. The deep, soft, sleepy hum is her gentle, sleepy lullaby. A feeling that all is well, and all is at rest. Glimmer feels this deep, sleepy peace, heavier than ever before. Her soft, round bell feels so very, very heavy with rest. Her long, silken tentacles trail so slowly, so softly, behind her, feeling so wonderfully heavy, too. She is so safe. She is so calm. She is so very, very sleepy. And so, she continues her slow, gentle drift. But it is even slower now. Her bell, with its faint, warm, sleepy glow, fills with the quiet, warm water. Pulse. A gentle, slow, sleepy push. It is the slowest, softest pulse she has made all night. Her tiny, warm light glows, just a little. And she drifts forward, just a little. Pulse. Her tiny, warm light softens, just a little. And she floats, settling for a long, long moment. Her pulses are so slow now, so far apart. Pulse and float and rest, pulse and float and rest. She is hardly moving at all. She is just drifting. Floating on the last, slowest, gentlest breath of the deep, quiet ocean. And as she gives one more, tiny, sleepy, pulse, her faint, warm, sleepy light drifts over a new place. It is not a garden, or a rock, or a patch of empty water. It is the ocean floor. The soft, gentle, unseen ocean floor she has been drifting over for so long. Her light, now so soft and so dim, shines down. And she sees a place. A perfect, tiny, cozy place. It is a small, round hollow in the soft, fine sand. A perfect, little, sleepy nest. And all around this little, sandy hollow, the softest, sleepiest moss is growing. A dark, velvety, sleepy green moss. It grows so slowly, it almost seems perfectly still. It lines the edge of the hollow, like a soft, green, sleepy pillow. Glimmer floats just above it. She stops her pulsing. She just floats. She looks down at this perfect, quiet, sleepy place. It looks so safe. It looks so cozy. It looks so welcoming. The sand inside the hollow looks even softer than all the sand around it. It is fine and smooth and looks like the softest, grayest, sleepiest cloud. It is a place made for resting. It is a place made for sleep. Glimmer feels a deep, wonderful, sleepy feeling. She knows. This is it. The journey is over. The long, slow, sleepy drift is done. This is her place. This is her bed. This is her time to rest. She does not pulse. She just lets go. She lets the deep, heavy, wonderful sleepiness in her bell pull her down. Slowly, so very, very slowly, she begins to drift down. Down. Down, so softly. Down, towards the perfect, sandy, sleepy hollow. Her long, silken tentacles, so heavy and so relaxed, drift down first. And the very, very tips, gently, softly, touch. They touch the soft, fine, sleepy sand. It is so soft. It is so safe. It is so still. Her tentacles settle, coiling in a soft, silken pile on the wonderful, soft sand. And Glimmer drifts down, just a little more. Down. Down. And her soft, round, sleepy bell settles. It settles down, perfectly, into the hollow. It rests, perfectly, on the soft, fine sand. The soft, velvety, sleepy green moss brushes gently against her side. She is here. She has arrived. She is in her nest. She is perfectly held. Perfectly safe. Perfectly still. And oh, so very, very sleepy. Glimmer rests in her hollow. She is no longer drifting. She is no longer floating. She is resting. She feels the deep, solid, ancient peace of the ocean floor beneath her. She feels the soft, gentle, sleepy safety of the moss all around her. She feels the warm, quiet, heavy, dark blue water above her, like the coziest, heaviest, safest blanket in the world. There is nothing to do. There is nowhere to go. There is only this. This perfect, safe, quiet, sleepy rest. Glimmer's tiny, warm, sleepy light, which has been her guide for so long, begins to soften. It grows dimmer. A soft, warm, gentle glow, resting in a sleepy hollow. The light softens and dims and softens and dims, fading, fading, so very, very gently. Her bell is so heavy. Her tentacles are so heavy. She is so wonderfully, deeply asleep. Her light grows dimmer, and dimmer, and dimmer, until it is just the faintest, tiniest, sleepiest spark, in the deep, dark, warm, quiet, silent, ocean. Everything is still. Everything is quiet. Everything is calm. Everything is sleeping. And now, it is time for you to sleep, too. Good night. Good night. Good night.